Avoid these 7 nut mistakes. Doctors warn, hidden dangers. Every senior must know. Nuts are often praised as one of the healthiest foods you can eat. They're recommended for the heart, the brain, and even longevity, especially for seniors trying to age well. But in clinical practice, doctors see a quieter truth that rarely makes headlines. It's not nuts themselves that cause problems. It's the way many seniors eat them. Over the years, physicians across cardiology, geriatrics, and metabolic medicine have noticed the same pattern. Older adults who believe they're making a smart, healthy choice, yet slowly develop issues with blood sugar, digestion, circulation, or unexpected weight gain, all while eating nuts daily. When we look closer, the problem isn't obvious. It hides inside habits that feel safe and familiar. Most seniors are never told that aging changes how the body handles fats, minerals, and calorie-dense foods. So certain nut habits that were harmless at 40 can quietly become stressful after 60 or 70. That's when important questions begin to matter. How does portion size affect blood vessels and cholesterol in an older body? How do salted or roasted nuts change blood pressure and hydration with age? How can healthy fats become a burden when digestion and bile flow slow down? And why can eating nuts the wrong way quietly cancel out the benefits seniors are hoping to gain? What doctors see in lab results doesn't always match common nutrition advice. What shows up in real patients doesn't match the idea that more healthy food is always better. And what experience teaches us is that small daily mistakes add up far faster after 60. That's why doctors began reviewing dietary patterns in seniors who regularly eat nuts, not to scare anyone away from them, but to understand where things go wrong. What emerged were 7 very common mistakes, rarely discussed, yet completely avoidable. In this video, we'll break down the 7 nut mistakes doctors warn seniors about, why they quietly create health risks, and how to enjoy nuts safely without giving up their benefits. And stay with us, because mistake number 2 is one nearly every senior makes, even those who are extremely health conscious. Before we begin, let me ask you something simple. How old are you, and where are you watching from today? We read and reply to every comment personally. Now let's start with the first nut mistake every senior should know. Mistake 7, eating nuts too late at night. Number 7 on our list is eating nuts too late at night, a habit many seniors consider healthy, but one that quietly disrupts sleep and cardiovascular recovery after age 60. After 60, digestion naturally slows in the evening, while the body relies on nighttime hours to lower heart rate, blood pressure, and inflammatory stress accumulated during the day. Nuts are rich in fats and dense nutrients, which require prolonged digestion and keep the digestive system active when the body should be resting. When digestion remains active at night, the nervous system stays slightly alert, interfering with melatonin release and preventing deep, restorative sleep cycles. Many seniors snack on nuts while watching television at night, believing they are making a better choice than sweets or processed snacks. Research has shown that late-night fat intake can increase nighttime heart rate variability and subtly elevate blood pressure during sleep. Poor sleep quality places extra strain on the heart and blood vessels, raising long-term risks for hypertension, inflammation, and cardiovascular events. This effect is often missed because the discomfort is mild, appearing only as restlessness, vivid dreams, or waking up feeling unrefreshed. Walking during the day cannot undo nighttime biological disruption if the body never fully enters a proper recovery state during sleep. The safer approach is to enjoy nuts earlier in the day, ideally in the morning or afternoon, when digestion and metabolic activity are stronger. If hunger appears at night, lighter options with minimal fat are less likely to interfere with sleep and overnight cardiovascular repair. Nuts themselves are not the problem, but eating them too late quietly shifts the body away from rest and toward unnecessary nighttime strain. Mistake 6. Eating large portions of nuts at once. Number 6 on our list is eating large portions of nuts at once, a common mistake that quietly overloads digestion and stresses the cardiovascular system after age 60. After 60, digestive enzymes and bile production decline, meaning the body processes fats more slowly and less efficiently than it once did. Nuts are extremely calorie-dense and fat-rich, so large portions place an immediate metabolic burden on the gut, liver, and circulatory system. Many seniors believe that because nuts are healthy, eating a full bowl or handful repeatedly throughout the day must be beneficial. Research shows that excessive fat intake in a single sitting can temporarily thicken the blood and increase post-meal inflammatory markers. This creates a short-term environment where circulation becomes less efficient and the heart works harder to move nutrients through the bloodstream. Over time, repeated digestive overload contributes to chronic low-grade inflammation, a known risk factor for heart disease and vascular decline. Symptoms often appear subtle, such as bloating, chest heaviness, fatigue, or sluggishness, and are rarely linked back to portion size. Walking after eating may help digestion slightly, but it cannot fully counteract the internal stress caused by excessive fat intake. The safer strategy is moderation, treating nuts as a concentrated food rather than a free snack. A small portion, eaten slowly and mindfully, allows the body to absorb nutrients without overwhelming digestion or circulation. Nuts support health when used wisely, but large portions taken at once quietly turn a benefit into an unnecessary strain. Mistake 5. Choosing roasted or flavored nuts. Number 5 on our list is choosing roasted or flavored nuts, a hidden mistake that quietly turns a healthy food into a cardiovascular burden for seniors. After 60, blood vessels become more sensitive to excess sodium, oxidized oils, and inflammatory compounds created during high-heat roasting and commercial processing. Many packaged nuts are roasted in refined oils and heavily salted, which changes their natural fat structure and stresses the vascular system. This combination can raise blood pressure, reduce arterial flexibility, and increase fluid retention, especially in older adults with already stiffened vessels. Seniors often choose these products for taste and convenience, unaware that seasoning and roasting methods matter more than the nut itself. Research links high sodium intake and oxidized fats to increased cardiovascular inflammation and higher long-term risk of heart and stroke events. The danger is subtle because these nuts are still marketed as healthy, creating a false sense of protection and routine overconsumption. Symptoms rarely appear immediately, showing up later as creeping blood pressure increases or unexplained swelling and fatigue. Walking and regular exercise cannot neutralize the vascular effects of excess sodium and damaged fats entering the bloodstream daily. The safer choice is raw or dry roasted, unsalted nuts that preserve natural fats without adding unnecessary cardiovascular stress. Reading ingredient labels carefully helps avoid hidden oils, flavor coatings, and sodium levels that quietly accumulate over time. Nuts support heart health best when they remain close to their natural form, not when altered for flavor at the body's expense. Mistake 4. Eating nuts alone without protein or fiber. Number 4 on our list is eating nuts alone without protein or fiber, a subtle mistake that can quietly destabilize blood sugar and energy levels after age 60. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at regulating glucose, making older adults more sensitive to how foods are combined, not just what foods are eaten. Nuts are rich in healthy fats, but when eaten by themselves, they can trigger uneven digestive and metabolic responses in seniors. Without protein or fiber to slow absorption, fats enter the bloodstream quickly and may contribute to post-meal fatigue or lightheadedness. Many seniors snack on nuts alone between meals, believing this provides steady energy and protects the heart. Research on mixed meals shows balanced combinations reduce metabolic stress and improve blood vessel response after eating. When nuts are eaten alone, blood flow is redirected heavily toward digestion, sometimes leaving the brain and muscles feeling temporarily underpowered. This can appear as mild weakness, fogginess, or a need to sit down, symptoms often dismissed as normal aging. Over time, repeated metabolic imbalance contributes to inflammation and vascular strain, especially in people with insulin resistance or heart conditions. Walking after a nut-only snack may help circulation slightly, but it does not correct the underlying imbalance created by poor food pairing. Adding protein or fiber, such as yogurt, vegetables, or legumes, slows digestion and creates a more stable metabolic response. Nuts are most protective when eaten as part of a balanced snack, not as a standalone solution. Mistake 3. Not chewing nuts properly. Number 3 on our list is not chewing nuts properly, a surprisingly common habit that reduces nutrient absorption and quietly stresses digestion after age 60. As we age, saliva production and digestive enzyme activity decline, making thorough chewing more important than ever for proper food breakdown. Nuts are dense and fibrous, requiring sufficient chewing to release healthy fats and minerals locked inside their structure. When nuts are swallowed too quickly, large particles enter the stomach and intestines, forcing the digestive system to work harder. Many seniors eat nuts while distracted, watching television or reading, which encourages fast, incomplete chewing. Poorly chewed nuts often pass through the gut partially digested, reducing nutrient availability and increasing digestive irritation. Research on digestion efficiency shows inadequate chewing can increase bloating, discomfort, and low-grade intestinal inflammation. This inflammation may not cause pain, but it can subtly interfere with nutrient absorption and gut-heart communication. Over time, inefficient digestion contributes to fatigue and vascular stress, as the body struggles to extract energy and protective compounds. Walking and exercise support gut movement, but they cannot compensate for food that was not properly broken down at the start. Taking time to eat slowly and chew thoroughly allows enzymes to work effectively and protects the digestive system. Nuts provide their greatest benefit when digestion begins in the mouth, not when they rush unprocessed into the gut. Mistake 2. Eating nuts without considering medical conditions. Number 2 on our list is eating nuts without considering existing medical conditions, a mistake that can quietly worsen health problems after age 60. After 60, conditions such as kidney disease, heart disease, gout, and digestive disorders become more common and significantly change how the body handles certain nutrients. Many nuts are naturally high in potassium, phosphorus, or purines, which can become problematic for seniors with compromised kidney or metabolic function. For someone with kidney disease, excess potassium or phosphorus may strain filtration capacity and disrupt heart rhythm without causing immediate symptoms. In people with gout, certain nuts can contribute to uric acid imbalance when consumed frequently or in large quantities. Seniors with heart conditions may also react differently to mineral loads, especially when nuts are eaten daily without portion control. Because nuts are labeled as healthy, many older adults assume they are universally safe, regardless of individual medical history. Research consistently shows that diet must be personalized after 60, as the same food can be protective for one person and harmful for another. Early warning signs such as swelling, fatigue, joint discomfort, or irregular heartbeat are often subtle and easily dismissed. Walking and regular activity support overall health, but they cannot protect organs from nutrient overload linked to underlying medical conditions. The safest approach is awareness, adjusting nut type, portion size, and frequency based on personal health status. Nuts can remain part of a healthy diet, but only when chosen with respect for the body's changing medical needs. Mistake 1. Assuming healthy means unlimited. Number 1 on our list is assuming that because nuts are healthy, they can be eaten without limits, the most common and dangerous mistake among seniors. After age 60, the body's ability to manage excess calories, fats, and metabolic load declines, even when those calories come from nutritious foods. Nuts are extremely calorie-dense, meaning small amounts provide benefits, but larger, repeated servings quietly overwhelm digestion and circulation. This creates what doctors call a health halo, where people overconsume a food simply because it carries a healthy reputation. Research on calorie creep shows seniors often exceed daily energy needs without realizing it, especially when snacking on nuts throughout the day. Excess energy intake contributes to weight gain, inflammation, and increased strain on the heart and blood vessels over time. The danger is subtle because symptoms appear slowly, often as fatigue, shortness of breath, or rising blood pressure rather than immediate discomfort. Many people believe regular walking cancels out extra calories, but exercise rarely offsets chronic overconsumption at older ages. Walking improves endurance, yet it does not correct metabolic stress caused by consistently eating more than the body requires. True healthy eating after 60 depends more on portion awareness than on food labels or marketing claims. Nuts work best as a measured addition to meals, not as an unlimited snack eaten repeatedly without thought. When seniors shift from healthy means unlimited to healthy means intentional, nuts become protective instead of problematic. So there you have it. 7 common nut mistakes that doctors frequently warn seniors about, because over time they can quietly strain digestion, raise blood sugar, disrupt circulation, and increase inflammation after 60. Nuts are often seen as a healthy food, and in the right amount, they absolutely can be. But as nutritional and medical research clearly shows, portion size, preparation, timing, and individual tolerance matter far more as the body ages. After 60, digestion slows, chewing efficiency decreases, and the body handles fats, minerals, and calories differently than it once did. That means nut habits that felt harmless years ago can quietly contribute to weight gain, bloating, blood sugar swings, or even cardiovascular stress. The good news is that you don't need to avoid nuts completely to protect your health. Small adjustments, choosing the right types, limiting portions, and pairing them wisely can allow you to enjoy their benefits without creating unnecessary risks. You don't have to fix every habit at once. Start by correcting just one nut mistake that stood out to you today. Doctors often say that even one simple dietary adjustment can make digestion lighter, energy steadier, and overall health more resilient. Your future body will thank you for the care you give it now. Take care of what you eat, because every small daily choice quietly shapes your strength, comfort, and independence. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which nut mistake surprised you the most? And what has been your biggest challenge when it comes to choosing foods that truly support your health as you've gotten older? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience may help someone else watching today. Thanks for watching.